Hi guys, it's Colette, and today I'm going to be using the Sally Hansen Salon Chrome kit in rose gold. If you like nail art, be sure you're subscribed to my channel, My Simple Little Pleasures. And if you'd like to see how my first time using this kit went, just stay tuned. Starting out with clean, dry nails, I'm going to be applying my base coat. As usual, I'm using Ready for Takeoff, which is a peel-off base. And this is the only part of the manicure that's not according to the instructions. I'm going to do all the other steps as instructed on the box. And I do apologize for the background noise of the air conditioner, but we're having our last little hot spell here in Minnesota. There are 5 different colors of the Sally Hansen Salon Chrome. I ordered the 3 that I have from Target online, and today I'm going to be using the rose gold. I also picked up the peacock and the gunmetal. The other 2 colors are a mermaid and a hollow, and I've heard that the hollow is exclusive to Ulta. I might pick those up also if I come across them. And inside the box we have the eyeshadow applicator, the special effect top coat, and the little pot of chrome powder. And that's all that's inside the box. It does not come with everything that you need, because you also need a base color. In the case of the rose gold, they suggest Frill Seeker, which is kind of a pinky beigey nude color. And you're also going to need a top coat, and of course they recommend their top coat, which I'm going to follow, at least for this first time. And I'm slightly nervous about the chrome. I'm actually more nervous about the top coat, because it's been literally years since I have not used a quick dry top coat. And I'm going to try to follow the instructions that are on the back of the box as well as I can. I know this is probably too little to read, but these are all the instructions. It looks like a lot, but it's pretty straightforward. This whole Miracle Gel line, they actually say you don't need a base coat with, but of course I'm using my peel-off base coat. And then you start out with 2 thin coats of the color. All of the other colors of the chrome, they recommend, actually let's zoom in here. They recommend the black, but for the rose gold, like I said, they recommend this Frill Seeker. I'm fairly sure, maybe somebody else can confirm or deny, that you could use some other polish other than the actual Miracle Gel line. But for my first try, I thought, let's just follow their instructions and see where it gets me. So I'm gonna do the first coat on both hands, and then I'm going to do the second coat just on my left hand, and then apply the chrome. The instructions suggest that you wait 2 to 3 minutes before you apply it, so I'm going to start at 2. I'm literally going to time myself from when I finish applying the polish, because you don't want it to get too dry, or I'm assuming the chrome will not stick. But I'm just going to finish this, finish the second coat, and then I'll be back. So it takes me about 2 minutes to paint one hand, so I'm able to go basically right into the chrome powder. I'd suggest just pull up a clock and kind of keep an eye on it. If you feel like it takes you longer, maybe just do a couple fingers at a time. There is the rose gold, and it's really pretty in the pot. And the instructions say, you know, light pressure only. With only 2 minutes of dry time, I'm like nervous how dentable this still is, but I'm gonna try and just lightly stroke it on. And okay, that one I pressed too hard I can see like a little divot there. I'm gonna try and wipe the polish off of my sponge tip, and I'm gonna wait like another 30 seconds before I move on to the next nail and try to use even a lighter touch. Well, maybe it's actually been almost 30 seconds while I'm sitting here talking, so let's go on to the next nail. Light touch. Apply this chrome on here. I mean, it's sticking. I don't feel like it's giving a finish quite like the chrome powders that go over real gel polish. The thing with applying it over normal polish is you somehow have to apply it while the polish is still sticky enough for it to stick, while at the same time not so wet that it creates dents, or, you know, it's a very tricky balance. And I feel like this is pretty, but I find myself wondering how it would work over a no wipe gel, if this would buff in kind of more like the others. It's very sparkly. I don't feel like I'm getting a chrome effect. And see, I'm not sure if you can see right there, I've got another little tiny small divot, but I already feel like it's not sticking as much as I want it to. Because I mean, like with the stuff that you apply over a no wipe gel, the way to really get that mirror finish is to really buff it on, like press hard and rub a lot. And with this, it's like I'm trying to apply it without doing that while still getting it adhered and still getting an even layer. So mixed results at best, I'd say. Seeing like here on my thumb, can you guys see on the very edge here, it's not really sticking, but at this point I feel like I've waited too long and it doesn't want to stick anymore, so I've got a really patchy application on the side of my thumb. So okay, next is to apply the special effect top coat and allow to dry for 5 minutes. But I think before I do that, I mean, there's a lot of excess pigment on here. I'm going to dig out one-handed my my little soft brush that I usually use here and try to brush off this excess so that that's not getting all into the special effect top coat and is not making a lumpy, bumpy finish. Okay, that's good. So this is kind of a cloudy, milky looking thing here. At first glance, what it reminds me most, okay, I was gonna say it reminds me most of foil glue, but okay, so check this out when I pull out this brush. That's like the dumbest small brush I've ever seen. It looks like it's trying to be a mini version of the brush in the big bottle, but I really don't approve of that because it's so short. I feel like I'm not going to have much flex to it. I'll just try to do this as neatly as I can. It says a thin coat. It's a really weird watery consistency. I expected it to be a little more like polish. It's like the most watered down polish ever. So let's try to really have a very light touch with this. And then I'm gonna give this the 5 minutes they suggest to dry. And then after that, you're supposed to top it with their regular gel top coat. So I think while this is drying, I'm going to attempt to do my other hand too. Or maybe I should wait until it dries. Ugh, I don't know. I'm honestly, you guys, I mean, we'll see again once I have both hands done on the top coat and everything. Right now, I'm not calling myself super impressed. The powder itself is really pretty, and it seems to be a really fine pigment. But as far as really creating a chrome finish, let me just sneak in the box right here. I don't feel like that's what my nail looks like. I mean, I'm doing exactly what they say, and I'm not getting the results that they claim. Maybe I have a little bit of a learning curve. Maybe I need to give it another try, but as of right now, I'm not feeling super impressed. Here's the difference between my left hand and my right hand, which I haven't applied it to. I'm gonna try slightly different motion on my right hand, see if that helps any. The box says, quote, back and forth. Maybe they mean like side to side on the nail? A little bit more like this? Is that really gonna make much difference though? I don't feel like it is. I feel like that's actually almost a little bit harder to maintain a real gentle pressure with, because you're dealing with the curvature of your nail. And again, see, I've got divots in the pinky. I think I'm just gonna go back to this way. Slightly easier to maintain even pressure. Trying to do a little extra buffing there. I don't know, you guys. Oh God, another dent. I mean, how do they expect you to apply this while the polish is still wet enough for it to stick without having those kind of issues? I don't understand. I mean, I'm trying to have a really light touch here, like a really as light as I possibly can, and I'm still having problems. And yeah, by the time I get to my thumb, it almost doesn't want to stick on the edges at all. I mean, you're only supposed to do, what, 2-3 nails at a time? I honestly, I'm disappointed. I had high hopes for this. So many people want to be able to do chrome without, without messing with actual gel polish. And I don't know. Not awesome, in my opinion. But like I said, maybe once it's all top coated, I'll miraculously change my mind. Another thing is, in fact, maybe I'll leave my thumb. I'm curious how much, if anything, this special effect top coat is doing, because since it doesn't actually have a mirror finish, how would a normal top coat affect it? I mean, that's the main reason why you want to stay away from normal top coat with traditional, I'll call them chromes, is because it kind of can almost crinkle the mirror finish. But this doesn't have a mirror finish, so what exactly is the purpose of this special effect top coat? I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to just extra smooth things out before you put on the top coat? I don't know. I'm going to not special effect top coat my right thumb, and we'll just see what happens with that. Once the rest of these dry, of course. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes on my right hand for it to dry, slightly longer than that on my left, And I'm going to finish off with the Miracle Gel top coat instead of my beloved Sèche Vite. And we'll just see how this goes. So here's the finished manicure, and I've got kind of mixed feelings. I don't dislike this color, but I dislike the application process. I was really trying to follow the instructions and really trying to use a light touch, and I still have several nails where applying the chrome dented the base color and, you know, really messes up the final look. But the thing that really is frustrating is that it doesn't look like they claim on the box. And I mean, honestly, I didn't expect it to be identical, but I thought it would be a little bit closer than that. As far as the special effect top coat, you can see here, this thumb, I used it, this thumb, I did not, and I don't see any appreciable difference between them. So that seems kind of like just an extra step when I'm already waiting 300 years for a regular top coat to dry. Maybe some of the other chrome colors, it makes more of a difference, but I don't know. I'll have to see if I use this same combination again, because really, if I did it again, I think I would go with a real gel top coat, a real no wipe top coat like my other pigments. And I did just a quick swatch and test to show you guys. Kind of hard to see here, but it does buff in like a normal pigment. It's not a very good swatch there, I apologize. Not a very good angle, but the price point of these is $15 per kit, and so to get this much pigment at that price, I know it's not a ton, but compared to some of what you can get online, that is a decent price point. So it's up to you, but just kind of have realistic expectations. I personally was not thrilled with the no lamp, no real gel polish chrome. Maybe some of the other colors are a little more successful, or maybe my application was flawed, even though I really tried to follow the instructions. If you have any tips, really feel free to share them down in the comments. I love that my little community helps me out or helps each other out when I have questions or when you guys have questions among yourselves. I love that people are so helpful. But yeah, that was my first go at the Sally Hansen Salon Chrome. Probably won't be wearing this too long because the dents are already getting on my nerves, but I'm not going to be taking it off quickly enough to include the peel in this video. So once again, I'm going to have to direct you guys to my Instagram if you'd like to see it. That's linked down in the information box if you don't already follow me there. I hope you guys all enjoyed going on this little learning experience with me. And as always, thanks for watching.